let me just take a moment, because it looks like we're gonna be here for a long time.
People are having panic attacks. Relax, relax, take a deep breath.
I hope you're all feeling good. I hope you're feeling hot. I hope you're feeling fabulous, because today it's my channel's birthday. My channel is a Gemini. Believe it or not, I actually waited till Gemini season starts to start my own channel. Sometimes at like a job place, clients would be like, I want certain things in my company to be done on that specific date. And I'd be like, what does it matter? 2 years later, I'm doing exactly the same thing. Now for Simsina's birthday, I'm giving away any pack you want, except kits. I'm doing you a favor. To enter this giveaway, you need to be subscribed, okay? You need to like this video, and you need to leave comment below that you want to participate. You can let me know in the comments which pack you want. It can be an expansion, game pack, or a stuff pack. Now the winner of this giveaway will be completely randomized by this really clever online randomizer. And I will announce the winner in my next video, okay? So if you want to participate, I would be on the lookout for my next video. Got it? Okay. I will try to help you make the decision in this video though. At least for like expansion packs. Horrible world. Very small. Never used it. Cast items are insanely outdated, the quality is not great, build buy is fine, in my opinion. It does like a very good job at what it is supposed to do, which is kind of work-related / owning a business / career-related items. Like if you want to create evil psychopathic dungeon, this is a pack for that, okay? Now my favorite part is owning a business, you know, so you can like run a store. And you can run a store of pretty much anything, from like clothing to fruits and veggies, honey, potions, crystals, I don't know, random stuff from build mode. And I really like the option that you can sell pretty much anything. Kind of like EA with kits.
Holy.
You also get 3 active careers in this pack. Okay, so you get doctor, scientist, and detective. They do give more to gameplay rather than it just being an active career. Like, because you get a doctor's career, your sim can now also get sick. And your sim can also like give birth at the hospital. Then like for science career, they brought back aliens. Now I have to say that aliens are not the best occult in The Sims 4. Like, I'm of belief that the only occult that's worse than aliens are mermaids, and maybe Plant Sim.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, what is that?
However, you can go to an alien planet, which is an actual place, like, so it's not like a rabbit hole, but it's a hidden world, is what it is. Sims can also get abducted by aliens. So you can now give Bella Goth that storyline that she deserves. I don't know what detective career really adds to gameplay, except the active career. I mean, like, that would be perfect for burglars. What a waste of an opportunity, isn't it? Get Together is a lot better than what I expected it to be.
Wow, I love it. It really works.
It comes with like one of the best worlds to date. The world is called Windenburg, and it's super large, especially considering how small Sims worlds usually are. Cass is a little bit outdated in my opinion, but I do like build and buy a lot, and I still do use it when I build. The style, it's very like Northern European, or well, like a Tudor style. Get Together actually does quite a lot for gameplay as well. One unique and like really awesome feature, in my opinion, is the ability to create clubs. Now there are some like pre-existing clubs, but if I tell you you can make any club you want, I mean you can make any club you want.
I got the babysitter pregnant. Then when she was in the delivery room, I had sex with not 1, but 4 nurses in a supply closet.
I mean, I've made Illuminati, I've made secret military operations, secret sororities, you know.
You are scaring me!
And when you start a club gathering, all Sims that are a part of that club will start doing club activities that you assign them to do. So you can straight up start like a cult. In this pack you can also make nightclubs a lot better than what they originally are in the base game. There is a dance floor, there is a DJ booth. These also come with new skills, you know, like a dancing skill and DJ skill. There are also new traits in this pack, which is a dance machine and insider. There is also new aspiration. It is a popularity aspiration, and it's called Leader of the Pack. I mean, your sim can now go streaking, they can woohoo in the closet or in the woohoo bush. They can also pee and sleep in the woohoo bush. You also get these random dance/DJ parties. I mean, like in my opinion, this pack still holds pretty strong till this day. Another very good pack, in my opinion, world that comes with this pack, it's called SimsinaYT, and it's the only world that has like this big city vibe. I actually find myself playing there a lot because anytime I want my sim to live in a city, it has to be SimsinaYT because there's really no other options.
That might not be enough.
It is one of 2 packs that come with apartments. Another one is Eco Lifestyle, although in my opinion, Eco Lifestyle and City Living are absolutely uncomparable as far as the apartments go. Meaning, City Living apartments are just so much better. City Living was also the pack that introduced lot traits. Like, we didn't have lot traits prior to City Living. Now, don't quote me on this, but I counted like 18 lot traits. It comes with 18 lot traits, which is a lot. SimsinaYT is, the world is also very lively. There are like 5, I believe, different festivals. There is a Geek Con, Humor Festival, Romance Festival, and Spice Festival. And there is also Flea Market. There is a lot happening in this world, and it's not stale, how, majority worlds are, unfortunately. Cast is actually fine, in my opinion. It's not the best cast, though. It still has that very colorful Sims vibe.
Is this too much?
And something very similar happens with Build and Buy here as well. Like, I don't mind meshes, but I do mind the swatches. Sometimes they can be cool, but like a lot of the times it's just a shame that there aren't a bit more natural options. There are a lot of new like interactive objects, such as basketball court, fireworks, karaoke machine, just to name the few. Like I said, the gameplay is very lively, so you also get 3 new careers. There's a politician career, critic, and social media. Now, politician career is one of my favorite careers because it's perfect for my Illuminati club. You also get a new trait, unflirty. You get a new skill, a singing skill. I feel like I've been going on for forever about City Living. You get the point.
Damn it, I just love it so much.
Contrary to the popular belief, this pack would not be one of my top 3 packs. Wow. It would be like top 5 maybe, but not like one of the first packs that you should get. I understand that this opinion might be a bit controversial, but just hear me out. Now, obviously, the main feature of this pack are cats and dogs. My main complaint is that in my gameplay, it can be quite a hassle to take care of them.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And so most of the time I just choose not to have pets. Another thing that I must say is that I experienced so many bugs with this pack, in particular while interacting with animals. Now, I'm not sure if this is only me. Like, if you guys own this expansion, can you let me know if you're experiencing bugs with this pack? Cats and dogs were actually huge in casts. Now, CAS for Sims in this pack is kind of mid, not the best, but it does come with an amazing tool for creating cats and dogs, and that is Color Wheel. Like, they brought back Color Wheel for cats and dogs. If you're a CAS player, and if you would love to customize your cats and dogs to like the very little detail, you can do that with this pack. And pets also come with their own set of traits. So I would say that this is definitely one of the strongest points of this pack. Cats and dogs come with the world that's called Brittleton Bay, and it's kind of like this a coastal town. I believe it was based off of like New England coastal town in the US. It gives me the, you know, the practical magic vibe. My favorite thing about this world is actually that there is a pet cemetery. If you go there at night, you might encounter some cats and dog ghosts. Something that this pack introduces that actually no other sim game in history of all Sims games. They introduce veterinary clinics. You can not only take your pet to the vet. Oh my god, that rhymed. You can now not only be a veterinarian, but you can also own a vet clinic.
This is historic.
A vet clinic is a new lot assignment that comes with this pack. Veterinarian is also a new skill that your Sims can learn. And another skill that comes with this pack is pet training. For the Sims, there are 2 new traits, cat lover and dog lover. And there is a new aspiration called Friends of the Animals. Build and buy mode are very kind of rustic, again, very like New England coastal town. Look, all in all, on paper, this pack sounds amazing. I do tend to use this world, but for me, the core of this pack, which is interacting with animals, it didn't work for me, as I believe it was intended to work, which makes it like very hard for me to play with cats and dogs. So this is kind of like a huge stain for me. How can you play The Sims without seasons? Now, I've been saying this since like Sims 2, but I feel like seasons need to be base game. At least like a little bit, like some parts of it. Seasons changing maybe, and then later on expanding on it with maybe like a little bit more detailed weather. But I feel like that will never happen, because seasons tend to be one of the best-selling packs for like the Sims franchise as whole. Now, this pack doesn't come with a new world, which sucks. Actually, it is the only expansion pack that doesn't come with a world. This was explained by the Sims team, that it is because they put all their resources on an actual weather, so the world was like left out.
Well, what other explanation could there have been?
Now, obviously, the big thing for this pack were the seasons, you know, spring, summer, fall, and winter. Now, the seasons will change accordingly to the world that you play in. So it's not like during winter it will necessarily snow in like Solani or Oasis Springs. Weather actually makes sense for the climate of each world, which I think it's pretty cool. There is a bunch of like weather, seasonal, holiday related interactions in this pack. You can die by lightning, fun things like that. My absolute favorite thing about this pack is the calendar and the fact that you can create your own holidays. And I do use this regularly in my gameplay. Gardening as a skill was expanded greatly with this pack. In seasons, gardening was turned into a career. There's also a new skill related to gardening called flower arranging. So you can now be a gardener, and then you can also choose to be a florist. And there's also an after-school activity for kids and teens, and the after-school activity introduced is scouting. Now, my Sims daughter was actually a scout in my recent save file, and it was actually quite a lot of fun. Now, I understand that a lot of people love build and buy in this particular pack, but to be honest, it's just not for me. Like, I don't know what it is, but something with build and buy items in seasons is just not, like, I don't like it very much. Now, something that I do like about build and buy are holiday/seasonal items, like the Christmas tree, jack-o'-lanterns, seasonal rats and things like that. Cass is like quite okay, in my opinion. Like you could kind of tell that they were trying to switch it up. It's not like Get to Work bad, but it's not quite Discover University yet, you know. Something that was new in Cass, you get 2 new outfit categories. There is a hot weather outfit and there is a cold weather outfit. Look, this pack could have definitely been better if it came with the world, but it is still in my top 3 expansions just because I cannot play The Sims without weather. Get Famous is one of those packs that I feel like divides the community. A lot of people say it's like a glorified game pack, which, to be honest, I kind of agree. But at the same time, I love Get Famous.
I can't help but feel partially responsible.
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Just because I love to play with famous Sims, and I actually think that the fame system was done really well in this pack. However, the fact that I like it, and because it was done well, it doesn't mean that it is worth the title of an expansion pack and therefore the price of an expansion pack. So it's one of those packs that you definitely get first, but when it's on sale, you know what I mean? Key feature of this pack is fame system. Your sim can now become famous, and the thing about it is that you can become famous from pretty much anything. Your sim doesn't necessarily need to be like an actor, which, by the way, is an active career that comes with this pack, and it's pretty cool. You can go on set and like film scenes, and there's also an acting skill. But the point is that your sim doesn't need to necessarily take that route to become famous, you know? Like I have had this athlete sim who streamed her workout videos and she became famous. Which, yeah, you can stream with Get Famous, and you can also record videos, you can edit videos and post them online. So you can kind of be like a SimTuber or like a Simstagrammer. You can also kind of accidentally get into business with an MLM company.
Okay.
Now, once you've reached a certain amount of fame, you can like choose different perks that can then benefit your sim, but you also get different quirks, such as, you know, gets hate mail, or your sim just constantly needs the attention of either their fans or paparazzi or something like that. Besides the fame feature, there is also a reputation feature. So it's like your sim doesn't necessarily have to be famous because, oh, they're all so great. They can actually be famous because they're like evil. So you can be like a really famous criminal, which is pretty cool. There is a new trait with this pack, and it is a self-absorbed trait, obviously. Now, besides acting that I already mentioned, another skill that this pack introduces is media production, which is tied to streaming and like the video editing part. There are also 2 new aspirations. World famous celebrity aspiration, which I played with kind of a lot, and master actor. This pack also includes new after-school activities for kids and teens, and it is drama club. Both like Build and Buy and Cass are all very like pretentious. Like the vibe of this pack is very Hollywood, like I'm better than you. But I mean, that's what this pack is about. Something that makes people despise this pack is the world. Now, Get Famous comes with a world that's called Del Sol Valley, which is supposed to be like based on LA, except that it's so small that it kind of reminds me of Strangerville, which is a game pack and not an expansion pack, so that's definitely not a good thing. Overall, I agree with what I had said in the beginning. Excellent pack, in my opinion, but it feels like a game pack. Oh, brother. I really don't like island living.
I'm sorry.
I believe I had said in one of my previous videos that I believe this is one of the worst Sims 4 expansion packs. Now, I will start with the positive though. I will. So, This pack comes with this, like what I believe is one of the most beautiful worlds in The Sims 4. The world is called Sulani. It's decent size, it's more on the bigger side, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now the issue with this pack arose when its main feature was brought to question. The main feature of this pack was supposed to be that you can affect the world, like you can affect your environment. And the point was that you're supposed to like clean the island, save the nature, you know, preserve the beauty of Sulani. However, after release, people realized that you didn't really need to pick up trash or clean the island in order to keep it clean. No. In fact, the world was actually set to change automatically after a while, and with time the world would become more and more pretty and more clean regardless of your gameplay. Like your gameplay literally didn't matter at all. So yeah, pretty much the main purpose of this pack had fallen flat. Now let me go back to the positive. You can swim in the ocean. This was the first world and the first pack to introduce swimming in water that is not pool. New occult was introduced with this pack, and it was mermaids. Mermaids are also the absolute worst occults besides like Plant Sim in whole of The Sims 4. There are two new traits. Child of the Island, which can kind of like help your sim get along with island spirits. Island spirits don't do anything. Another trait is Child of the Ocean, and these sims will like to do water activities. New aspiration was added, and it's called Beach Life. It is a location aspiration. No, I'm not a fan of location aspirations. The goals in this aspiration are like get a suntan, eat a coconut, barbecue, relax in a lounge chair. Something that was actually good that was introduced with this pack were odd jobs, and there are also 3 new part-time jobs. Your sim can now be a diver, a lifeguard, and a fisherman. Build by Cass is good for what it's supposed to be. You know, everything is very island related. It's very like Polynesian, and I actually believe the world was also based on like Polynesia. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the vibe that I get. Now I understand your temptation to get this pack, but like I'd seriously wait for a sale with this one, and like a big sale, unless you want it in this giveaway, you know, in which case it's free for you, so go for it.
Class is in session.
This pack centers around university. It comes with a new world. It's called Brightchester. There are 2 universities there. There's one that's more like traditional, it's called Brightchester, and another one that's kind of a bit more modern, it's called Foxbury. Depending on your sim skills, you can enroll to get like a normal degree if your sim doesn't have any related skills to your degree, or you can enroll in like honorable degree, or is it prestigious? Prestige, honorable? Let's honorable degree if your sim does have relevant skills. Now there are 13 majors, which are all also like skill and career related. For example, like if your major is psychology, skills related to it will be like charisma, logic, and research and debate, which, by the way, research and debate is a new skill in a university. And also another new skill, it's called robotics. So you can now make this robot that's called Servo, and he can help you around the house. It's like a whole thing. Then like careers related to psychology will be like detective, education, military, and secret agent. Education, as you may have noticed, is one of the new careers, but there are also 2 other new careers, which are engineer and law. Now during the term, your sim can either live in a dorm, it can live in a university housing, or at home, aka, you know, your residential lot, which, by the way, living on a residential lot is highly recommended in my opinion, because for some reason, if sims live on a campus, they're more likely to miss their class, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever, it's the way that it is. Your sim can also take up 2 new after-school activities, which are soccer team player and esports competitor. Or your sim can also join different student organizations, of which one is a secret society, and it's called the Order of Enchantment. There's also a new aspiration that came with this pack. It is a knowledge aspiration. I really, really, really love Build and Buy. It's my cup of tea. It's a perfect blend of really kind of basic with a little bit of traditionally classy. CAS, for me, like my opinion is that this CAS is one of the first expansion packs with this kind of a new, clearly a lot better quality Create-A-Sim. Like at this point in time and space, CAS started doing really, really well. Oh, Eco Lifestyle. The pack no one asked for. Now look, when this pack first came out, people lost it. What happened is that there was a leak a few weeks prior to Eco Lifestyle coming out, claiming that the next expansion pack will be farming. Now you guys, this was before cottage living, so people were really getting it to their head that the next expansion pack will be farming. And then they announce Eco Lifestyle. Oh man, the disappointment in this community was real.
You done messed up, Aaron! Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did.
Now, Eco Lifestyle main feature was supposed to be kind of like with island living, which is again affecting the environment. Because if you remember, in island living, it didn't work. Well, in Eco Lifestyle, it actually works. Well, kind of. Okay, so it is based upon this eco footprint. And the way it works is that you have certain objects that have like industrial eco footprint. And if you have a lot of these objects, your world will get like dirtier faster. And if you have all like green objects in that neighborhood and use like renewable energy, so like you can now have solar panels, water collectors, I believe wind turbines, the world will be cleaner. The thing though is that it is super hard to make your neighborhood have consistently industrial footprint. Most of the time, this eco footprint just stays in the middle or straight up goes green. Now this eco footprint feature is available for all neighborhoods, so not just the one that came with Eco Lifestyle, which by the way is called Evergreen Harbor and it's pretty decent size. It's supposed to be like this industrial town. And it is the only town, besides San Myshuno, that came with City Living that has apartments. Okay, so back to the footprints. Now, eco footprint, like I said, can be applied to all neighborhoods. Another thing that's like pretty large that was introduced with this pack are neighborhood action plans. So now all neighborhoods in all worlds can vote on their own neighborhood plans. Sims can vote via mailbox or via community voting board. So you can kind of affect behavior of Sims in your neighborhood with that feature. There is one new career that came with this pack. The career is called Civic Designer, but there's also one new career branch in the freelancer career, and that one is called the Crafter. There's like a lot of crafting in this pack. There are two new skills, I believe it's fabrication and juice fizzing. Two new aspirations. You have Eco Innovator, which is like a nature aspiration, and you have also Master Maker, which is a creativity aspiration. Build and Buy is pretty cool. It's got like the modern vibe with like a little bit of container life in it. CAS is pretty good. Again, it's following the Discover University quality. The issue that I have with this pack is that the world, Evergreen Harbor, was broken for me for the longest time. I believe this is fixed now, but I can't get over it. I don't know how I feel about Snow Escape, to be frank. It's not as nearly as shallow as Island Living, but it certainly doesn't add the depth as like Get Together or City Living. Snowy Escape was supposed to be like this kind of a winter pack, hence the world that came with this pack. This is the only world that includes snow, and you don't even need seasons to have snow in that world, as the name should suggest, you know, Snowy Escape. And now that I think about it, Snowy Escape feels like Island Living except winter, but like a little bit better. You can go to this snowy part of Mount Kamarabi, and you can engage in snowy activities such as sledding, skiing, snowboarding, which, by the way, snowboarding and skiing are new skills. Another new skill is rock climbing. It also comes with 2 new aspirations: Extreme Sports Enthusiast, which is an athletic aspiration, and Mount Kamarabi Sightseer, which is a location aspiration, and you know how I feel about those. There are 2 fitting traits, Adventurous and Proper. Build, buy, and cast all reflect Japanese culture. They also reflect winter and like extreme sports vibe, and I do like both cast and build. I used Snowy Escape build mode excessively when it first came out because I just loved it. A big feature that was released with this pack are lifestyles. Lifestyles were supposed to be achieved through like gameplay. Lifestyles, however, are very limited to Snowy Escape, meaning the immersion with other packs is just it's non-existing. This could have been potentially a very good opportunity to merge different packs together. It's a shame, and honestly a waste of a really, really, really good idea.
That was a shame.
This pack was received very well and with a very good reason. People wanted some type of farming or ranching for quite a while, and this pack was supposed to deliver that. World that comes with this pack is called Henford-on-Bagley. It is based on rural UK countryside. The biggest part of this pack are livestock and wild animals. So your Sims can now have chickens, they can have cows and llamas. So the way it works is that you purchase a shed or a chicken coop, and then you click on it to purchase animals. Wild animals are introduced as well. These are foxes, rabbits, and wild birds. Now these can be found around the world, Henford-on-Bagley, or you can also purchase like a tree stump, which behaves then like a rabbit hole for bunnies or birds. 2 appropriate traits were added: Animal Enthusiast and a Lactose Intolerant. There is also a new aspiration that came with this pack. It is called Country Caretaker, and it is a nature aspiration. Activities that came with this pack are very like country related, so your sim can now learn like cross stitching, which is a new skill. Canning was added to the cooking skill, and you can also now run errands for locals. Which brings me to one big thing that was introduced with this pack, and that is ordering groceries. Build and buy I really do like in this pack. I mean, you get a picnic basket, and you also get a pretty cool garden plot. Also, Agnes Crumple Button is back. Oh man, that was longer than I thought it'll be. It lasted as long as Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Absolutely not. That's a full-on no.
That was my opinion that no one asked for. But I will ask you. Leave your rankings of expansions down in the comments below, so that people who want to participate in my giveaway can have more options and more opinions. Once again, to enter the giveaway, subscribe, like this video, leave a comment of the pack that you want. Except, like I said, no kits. I ain't getting you one. You want a kit? Wrong door, keep walking, good luck. And I will let online randomizer decide your fate. The winner, like I said, will be announced in my next video. Happy birthday to me. Well, not to me, but to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you at my announcement party.